Right, in this video we're going to look at how you can use digital mapping to create your own skills. As you can see here, I'm using Google Maps. Just went to google.co.uk/maps. If I go up here to the menu on Google Maps, click on that. There is a section called Your Places. So click on here. If I go across to Maps, it will show some saved maps I've already got. I'm going to click on My Holidays here. I'm going to show you how I made this. This map shows you where I've been on holiday before. It's actually built up using lots of different layers. At the moment the map shows nothing. If I click on the 1990s layer, it shows you where I went on holiday in the 1990s. If I click on the 2000s layer, where I went in the following decade, and since then the 2010s, where I've been. So I've been a lucky boy, got to travel around, and I can use digital mapping to show you where I have been. And what I'm going to show you now is how I actually made this map. So I go back to Your Places. So I'm still in Your Places and Maps. I'm going to go down here where it says Create Map. So a new tab's opened up in Google Chrome, just an untitled map. Could be absolutely anything. What I'm going to do is show you how I made the holiday map. And because my imagination is incredibly vivid, I'm just going to call it My Holidays 2. How I made my holidays layered map. Stop. And I'll save that. At the minute the map shows absolutely nothing. What I'm going to do is put a layer on here. So I'm going to click on Untitled Layer and we'll call this 1990s. And I'll save that. So on holiday in the 1990s, I went to France. So search for that. What I want to do is add that to the map, so I just click here where it says Add to Map. It's now a part of my 1990s layer. I was a lucky boy in the 90s. I also went to Mallorca. So I'll type in Mallorca. Google Maps will pin it for me. And I'll also add that to my map. And that's my pin there. Now, for the next decade, the 2000s, I'm going to add another layer to my map. So just up here, Add Layer. It's in the 90s. Click on Untitled Layer and call this 2000s. And there it goes in the 2000s. I was a very lucky boy. I went to New York City on holiday. Type in New York City. And I want to add that to my map. So this will automatically add to the layer I'm on, which is the 2000s. And it's got the same colour pin as the 90s, so to show a different layer, I think what I'll do is I'll go to Style. And I'll choose a yellow colour for those pins. And I'll just get rid of that. Also in the 1990s, I went to Eindhoven in the Netherlands. So I'll search for Eindhoven. Google will take me there. I'll add this to my layer as well. And once again, I'll change the colour of the pin, go for that lovely shade of yellow. So I've got two layers, 90s, 2000s. I'm going to add one more layer now for the following decade, which we're currently living in. Which is the 2010s. Not entirely sure we'd call this decade. We'll call it 2010s for this video. So I'll save that. And in the 2010s, I have been to Italy on holiday. Italy. I shall add that to my map. I've had blue pins, I've had yellow pins. I think I shall give this a lovely pink pin. Add that to the map. And I've also been to Germany as well on holiday, so we'll put that in there as well. So right in the middle of Deutschland, add to map. And as I've already said, we'll go for pink pins. So I'll pop a pink pin in there. And now I've created three different layers of a map. So my holidays too. I can add any more layers if I need to. I can share the map with other people, or I can preview it. So if I go to preview my map, this will show me the view only mode. And here we go. So we start with an overview of the whole world. And you see 6 different pins, all coloured by layers. If I actually uncheck each layer here, there's nothing pinned on the world. If I check the 1990s, it shows you where I went on holiday in that decade. If I pin sorry, if I check the 2000s, it reveals more pins, and if I check the 2010s, it reveals the final 6 pins. So each layer overlapping the other one, and you can select each one as and when you fancy. If I go down to Google Satellite mode down here, it will also show it over the satellite imagery. So that's interchangeable. You can go between maps or satellite imagery. And that's how you create your own map. When it's time to show it, you can go to your menu, you can open it, save to Google Drive, create another one if you want, or you can just share it. So you can email a link, share it via social media if you need to as well. And that's how you create your own maps.